any team to win, especially if it is about to engage into a battle with another team. The most fundamental component that that team should have, it is the unity of purpose. It is something that ZANU-PF of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is struggling with. Now watching Tungwarara, watching Dawashe Takwire, watching all those ZANU-PF people, your Owen Mutangumbe, Temba Mliswa, also coming into the fray, speaking about the 2030 term extension. One had that imagery that these individuals are united in their call for Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa to remain as the president up to 2030, as unconstitutional as the call was. But Blessed Geza rose and alone. But obviously we knew that he had numerous people behind him who were giving weight to each and every statement that he put on the public domain. I think there hasn't been any moment like this one which has actually made it more clearer about what was put on public domain by Blessed Geza regarding what is going on within ZANU-PF. I think the factional wars that we are seeing within the camp of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, they are making Geza to be more relevant. And we are revisiting what he told us from the onset and getting to make sense that this man was speaking out of a position of being informed. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Now, what is quite evident, and I'm sure these Mnangagwa faction members, they also some watch this channel in their private spaces. What has become actually more visible at the moment to us as the members of the public is that the Mnangagwa faction is seriously fighting on a daily basis. And the father of those fights and confusion, it is none other than Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. Now, I'm sure Tungwarara sees that. Equally so, I'm sure Dawashe Takwire sees that. And any other faction that may be existing within ZANU-PF at the moment, they can see that, but this man is using us. And now there is a potential, especially for those who think we have brains. There is a potential that they may actually begin to look at retired General Chiwenga as an alternative. If you look at what actually Tungwarara did, Tungwarara, unlike others, he did not say anything negative about retired General Chiwenga except about Blessed Geza. He did not speak any vile word against. If there was anything, he projected Chiwenga as well as Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa as the top leadership of ZANU-PF who are united, though we know that that is not a fact. Maybe that was well calculated coming from Tungwarara. So in his statement, he made it a point that he does not cross the lane of retired General Chiwenga. He could have actually said something that has been said by other ZANU-PF followers of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, especially when they are given a microphone, which actually, for example, Chris Mutswangwa, every time he is given a microphone, he will actually lash out against retired General Chiwenga, but Tungwarara did not do so, and an individual like Temba Mliswa capitalizing on that, why he didn't do so, whilst he has been, left, right, and center, ripping apart retired General Chiwenga. Although I have mentioned that Tungwarara failed to appreciate that Chiwenga and Blessed Geza, it's one and the same thing. So you cannot, of course, he would not tell you that we are working together, but we can tell that whose interest is actually Blessed Geza pushing. It is obvious, and I know those who are pretending that they don't know, they also see it that way, that Blessed Geza can be located within the camp of retired General Chwenga. Now, in the midst of this, Chwenga is just quiet, but ZANU-PF continues to burn. Now the focus is less on 2030 term extension and more about, look at what is trending. It is the fight of Tungwarara versus Takuroi. It is what the leakages that has to do with the benefits of the Zwikanandas rather than the product. And also this goes to, it gives a clear picture even to the people of Zimbabwe that Zimbabwe is in a state of decay, and not only that, but also it is in the wrong hands. Instead of Blessed Geza coming out reading a paper that has been prepared to tell us what is happening, now we are beginning to watch the movie being played in the public gallery, and for free. You don't have to pay a ticket to watch that movie. You just have to have a data, and you get to see everything that is happening within the corridors of power of ZANU-PF. Zwikanandas are making a lot of money, and this money is because it is stolen from the coffers of the people. It is not giving them peace. As much as they have this money, you can tell that these people have money. Look at the money that is spent by the child of Tungwarara just for shopping in South Africa. That's a hell lot of money to be spent by a kid alone. Just imagine the money that the father has, the money that the mother has. It's a lot of money. In the process of these factions fighting, they are giving us an insight because it's a time of exposing each other. So and so was doing so, and you see that, I mean, the hatred within the Zwikanandas. It is something that they have been anticipating. That is why they send each other messages and they keep these messages for future use. For example, Tungwarara said he has a lot of messages to demonstrate a betrayal of Emerson Mnangagwa by some of the Zwikanandas, and saying if they push him, he will actually go ahead and release these messages. I hope that he will actually be pushed to end up releasing these messages. It will be quite interesting to know everything. And I'm sure what would be in the messages is what we already know, but we didn't have evidence. For example, we already knew about a lot of things that were said by Blessed Geza, but Tungwarara has made it much more clearer to the people of Zimbabwe, especially those who are following politics, what has been happening, especially how Mnangagwa Takurei is influencing the appointment of executive members, permanent secretaries, and also all influential government personnel through his influence to the bedroom of Emerson Mnangagwa. That on its own was actually a serious revelation, the greatest breaking story that we never anticipated, given for free. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Okay, move.